That was a good part of quarantine. Some people, they're not gonna get that, bro. They gonna hear this years down the line and be like, yeah, man, what were they going through? And I'm like, I hope you don't.
They might run it back with this monkeypox.
Oh, I hope not.
The bad gushers.
I regret saying that.
Yeah,
It's still very much the bad gushers, but
it's the worst.
it seems just more threatening.
Honestly, I forgot we even talked about that on the
I know.
podcast. The bad gushers. That junk looks disgusting.
But I guess I'll just bring it in.
Yeah.
Welcome yet again to another episode of the Wholesome House. Wholesome House with some rather wholesome men, I would say.
Rather.
So myself. I am one of your hosts, March, in the building. Yeah, I'm feeling good on this Wednesday, this hump day. Who else we got in the house?
Well, we do have Benjamin Lane. I'm the Segway Sensei. And I'm just really feeling like a fashionista right now.
Oh, wow.
Never used that word in my life.
At all.
It's kind of zesty, but that's how I'm feeling because we just killed that freaking event, you know? And we were
Indeed.
just, if you haven't checked any of that content out, we had a great time at Ladon Fashion Show. Shout out to everybody that we met and just got to interact with. It was just really, really fun and just kind of cool to just step into that world because that is not nearly like our actual realm.
And really seeing the like backstage of it all.
Yeah, we were heavily
Before and
backstage.
after kind of
the hustle
of the
and
day.
bustle, the frenzy,
Yeah.
just I don't know, just the personalities. It was really cool. So yeah, check all that stuff out. Hopefully the full one's out by the time this episode's out. But yeah, and what else we got?
Yo, it's your boy, Water Boy Wavy J, man. So excited to be here.
Z Breeze in the building, the Breeze Machine. You know, I've been ducking that name for a long time because everybody want to associate it with Chris Brown, but fuck it, that's my name. Like
Committing.
that's what I'm going for the rest of the time.
Full
So,
send.
Well, you gonna breeze past him, bro.
on me, bro. I'm breezing through the window, bro.
Whoa. But all right, well, do you mind if I hijack kind of the first topic?
Hey, take it. Go ahead.
So,
The plan.
no, just because we were already talking about the fashion show, I just kind of think
My topic altered to the fashion show too.
It
After
did.
he had said something.
Oh,
But keep
so it's
going.
gonna be great. All right,
Oh.
cool. But I think kind of while we were on live, or at least getting to this point now, we were kind of talking about the music that we heard at the show. It was dope, to say the least. Definitely some music that was familiar and some music that was not.
Absolutely.
But I don't know. I too feel quite inspired after seeing the different designers, the walkers, the models. There we go. Sorry, I'm tripping right now. They strut. Someone did tell us that
They did
actually.
say that, yeah.
But my question to you guys is, considering, well, now having been to a show, if you could kind of have your own part of it, like your own line, whatever, what is, I guess, an artist you would probably play to have your models model your clothes to? You?
No.
I would say that's an interesting
I
decision.
definitely wouldn't. I don't think I make model music, like music that you can walk to.
Exactly what I'm getting at. Yes, sir.
They already played my playlist at the Ladon Fashion
Yeah,
Show.
that was
almost,
definitely
basically.
Zach's
Like,
playlist,
literally,
for sure.
every time that they played a Drake song, they played Dirk Baby, they just looking at me like, let's see if he finna sing. Let's see if he finna talk about the song. And it's
Bro,
like,
all the way across the room. It would be like,
me.
John was like, Dirk, oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, I was looking over at
Zach
Zach every
is-
single
I
time.
don't know
bro.
where Zach is, but I know he's
I
I
happy.
can feel it. I could feel him, bro. I can feel him turning up, bro.
Man, getting excited. Hopefully, we can get him on the show one day. Hopefully, we get big enough. I can have him on
Bro.
the show.
He'll be staring our listeners in their eyes.
On me.
Just into their soul.
But if I had to say, probably still Drake. Like
Okay.
literally, his album. Like at first I really didn't see like a reason for it, like how I would like implement it in my life. But then when I heard like Sticky played and them walking to it, I'm like,
Yeah.
all of this music makes great sense for a fashion show. And walking to it, like I definitely could see them. They just in there,
Going crazy. Right.
You know what I'm saying? They hit their little poses, bro.
Right on beat.
The poses was so dope. Like I ain't gonna lie, like that's the thing that I was focusing on the most.
Okay.
How do you pivot after you get off the L shape? You know,
Yeah.
like they walk up and then they hit the turn. Whoever did it the
Some
coldest.
people would do like a spin back, like
Indeed.
this way. Then some people would do the easy way to just like kind of keep the
I
same
think
flow.
some people were also deciding what they were doing.
in real time.
as
I
they
was
were
watching
doing it in
them.
real
That's
time,
what they
too.
did.
Facts.
Yeah, that was looking kind of rough. But okay, so
I'm
Drake.
tween.
Yeah, specifically, I'm probably playing like honestly, never mind. Yeah, my fashion show for sure.
That's
No, that's
actually,
tight,
hey,
bro.
That would go hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, that when they play Sticky, that kind of went up.
yeah, bro. And then my favorite part of Sticky is the skit. He was like, "What does the skit say?" Like I always forget. You guys didn't think we were gonna
Haven't
come
listened
up
to
with
the
something this
album in a
clean?
minute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when he said that, I'm just like, facts. He sounded like somebody off a Hangover.
He
Somebody-
said that's gas. That's gas.
For me, I guess it would kind of depend on the clothes, like the
Okay.
type, like kind of the direction of the line. I think if it was like more streetwear, shout out to Moneyball for their like kind of like if I was going that route, I think personally me, I would do like I was thinking like some that Drake had me inspired. I'd probably play like some old like Lil Wayne or something. Some
Okay.
kind of
Hey, the DJ was going crazy.
he was playing some.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
playing some
he
deep
was. He was
cuts,
tapped
bro.
in, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But he really knew the crowd, bro. Because it was like a nice mix of people. It wasn't like strictly like younger people. It was definitely some people older than us.
Yeah.
And they were really they was vibing out, bro. They was listening to that Drake too. I was like, hey, but more like, what am I thinking of? Like not as like streetwear, maybe a bit more artsy-ish.
Yeah.
Maybe like I was thinking like The Dream or like a Frank Ocean or something would be kind of
Yeah.
cool
Okay.
to like play. Some like R&B-ish, kind of like alternative-ish too.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Toro y Moi would be kind of cool too. It'd definitely be a mix. It'd be a lot. I like that some people were really intentional about the music that they were playing.
Yeah.
Shout out Mike. Like literally, like when his
Man,
when
it
his
changed the whole vibe, bro.
exactly
Facts.
like every song that he played, every fit that came out, I was like, this straight gas.
It
like,
really did kind
Gas,
of kick
gas,
up
gas.
the whole
Turned it up for
event.
sure.
Diesel.
I don't think I'd be honestly. I don't think I'd be that intentional. I think I would
Okay.
just pick.
You wouldn't do the happy birthday thing, would you? Do you remember that?
Oh my god,
That was rough
that
to
was
sit
that
through.
weird loop. It was like only like
And
it
this
was- it was
is
like
it was terrible.
it was like a 7-second loop. Like I was like
it
at
just played
least
too many times.
at least
Sorry,
like
it was looping back a
when
lot.
one of them they had the box like playing the whole time.
Yeah.
Sure, that was getting super duper
But
repetitive.
we got verses.
but it was the whole song.
Oh no, it was
right.
that balling. He was playing that
Ballin',
balling.
not-
Yes.
not the box
Yeah,
side.
yeah, no.
Instead of
And
that, oof.
That was
like it was a lot again, but it was fine. But like that little happy birthday, it was
Oh,
literally just like
man.
one. It was like two phrases, and it was like you can't even loop it that well because it was not like it wasn't like a regular beat. It wasn't like a looped beat. It was just like, bro, this.
It was like,
please just
and
let
it's
it
like
stop.
it's almost like they just had it on repeat, like the song.
Yeah, like it wasn't like actually like engineered to loop. It was
Loop,
like let's
it
just
let's just run it back.
I want this.
yeah, and
All
just
right.
keep playing it. Just keep pressing that button. But
The Legend was fire for that Legend Premium.
That
when
was-
they
that was
had
They had the Legend. I was
Yeah.
like, that was pretty
Drake,
cool.
Drake's Legend.
That was my
Yeah.
kick name for like a year. When
Your
the
what
album-
name?
My
Kick?
kick name.
Wow,
Oh,
bro.
wow.
And like when
Going
the
to
album
the
first dropped in
archives.
2015, that was my
Hey.
name. I'm in there like, let's go.
Somebody,
That was
I
a
hope
deep- that was a
for-
deep cut.
for the Unwholesome House
Uh-oh.
question. Somebody bring up kick. Somebody request something to do with kick because I was trapping off a kick for a little while.
I didn't have one, so I'll bring up the
Man,
question.
kick was
Bet.
Trapping out the
that was
band.
that was a crazy
Trapping out the
time. Man.
bando.
That was a different me. Anywho,
A vicious man.
but for music, yeah, no, I would probably just play something that was really hype and just like known, but not crazy mainstream. Because I was thinking like some of my favorite songs that came on was just like something Young Thug or like some, something that just got
High energy.
You just felt that energy, even
Yeah.
if you don't know every single
Free
word.
Thug,
Like
man.
that's when people were just like, hype, and it just made it fun. Like it kind of took away strictly from like, oh, like fashion is so artsy and
Yeah.
delicate and like intentional and stuff. Like fashion is still cool and there's that artistry and creativity that gets put into it, but like you can also have fun with it just being there, because I think that's what fashion can be. Like fashion doesn't always have to be super technical, it doesn't always have to be super intricate. It can just be like, look, this is all about the culture and the culture that I'm trying to create around my line and my identity and brand is like anybody can wear it, anybody can be fun, turn up, just listen to whatever. And so
see now
I really enjoyed those moments.
You said you wouldn't be very intentional about it, but that sounded like
pretty intentional.
No,
intentional.
facts.
I know it's intentional in the like I guess to some extent, but
I feel
it's like
you're more curating a vibe kind
yeah,
of thing.
yeah. It's not like, oh, I need to play this. Like, this is a fashion show, so I'm going to look at all the music that I like and find the most, like, fashion showy beat or fashion showy feel or whatever. I'm just be like, what music do I really like that is fun, hype, energetic, and other people, you know, it's like just handing you the aux in the car. Like, that's kind of what I want it to feel like if I were to have my own line.
No, I feel that.
Oh, that's tight. And go ahead.
Bro. Oh no, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right. Well,
Fight.
Right.
Bro,
no, that's dope though. I liked all of you guys' answer. For me, just because I've been listening to a lot of him right now, I'll probably do like Larry June or something. I don't know, just kind of like
wait on me.
More like Mission.
Don't check me, check the air quality.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, kind of feeling like more laid back. And also I feel like it would probably match whatever my clothes were. You know, like I don't think I have Kanye level designs in my head right now. You feel me?
Not those kind of fabrics.
I'm saying, bro.
That's what I was finna say. I was finna take your question a step further. I was gonna raise you one. I was gonna
what
say,
you got?
What clothing line would you go with? Basically, like what type of clothing would you be presenting at this hypothetical fashion show that you would be curating the music for, if you could choose?
Yeah, bro.
Athletic gear,
Nah.
Distressed, H&M type, whatever. Like what vibe would you go for?
Maybe just based off of kind of, since we all saw it, probably similar to
Legend
or
so
Gabriel and
streetwear.
Lewis. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably more their vibe. I'm not turning
high fashion.
I'm not turning jeans into the handbag. You know what I'm saying? Because we did see something like that there. I'm like, nah, that's not me. I'm not
Or the
doing that.
like crazy kind of patchwork on certain things,
Which is dope, but I was like, I personally kind of don't. I don't quite get it. But that, like, you know, like we were saying, like I'm just a podcast guy. Had a fashion show.
No facts.
So
the fashion get crazy, bro.
Man, but it was dope though, just to see it all and actually see like a full run and the walking in between.
Oh, the like crowd.
They were giving away the clothes.
Yeah, that was cool.
They said, man.
I was praying on their downfall though.
What?
Why?
I guess
just because I was
you have the floor.
All right, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a curator of chaos to some degree, but I just think it's eventful, you know, when something wrong happens. And I like seeing people adjust. There's a fun part of there's a fun evil part about it, but there's also like a, you know, the good side of, I do like the idea of like that problem solving and seeing how people, I don't know, that's what shows me when someone's like really talented and knows their craft, is if something goes wrong,
they know what song was gonna
adjust
play.
at the, yeah, exactly, that kind of stuff. But I don't know, I just was there with a camera, and at this point, you know, I'm trying to get the content, so I'd have been like, what if anyone's gonna fall, it's gonna be one of these people that like they aren't actual models or whatever. And imagine like, oh, like I got the confidence, I'm trying to get this free shirt, and then it was a trip. But then at the same time, it would have been a beautiful moment because I know like the crowd, we all would have been like, hey, it's all right, like dust yourself off, like
that was pretty cool.
So I don't know, I just like,
at first though,
I like
was
the
worried.
unexpected, I'll say that.
For that first person that walked, I was like, okay, if it's this is where we're gonna decide if this is gonna be are you doing it like you're supposed to, or like, oh yeah, woo.
Are we just out here having fun or whatever?
So I'm just like,
all right.
I'm looking around, I'm like, how serious is this gonna get, man?
That's why I was trying to get Zach to go. I was like,
hey, I ain't gonna
this
lie.
is great content.
Zach, no,
you
I'm
got
sorry.
some pants on.
Ben is a shark for content, man.
On me, bro. He out there.
I know what the people want.
And
Do your little dance out there. Do
And
your
I'm
little
the
dance.
people.
No.
I'm in there. He hyping me up. I'm like, man, I probably could do it, man.
No.
He was sweating, bro.
I'm finna
He
show
talking
them what I
about-
got.
He talking about, I'm about to get signed today.
On me.
No,
Hey,
Zach said, I'm leaving here with songs.
Yeah,
that's like, hey, after that, like, I'm really trying to pursue my modeling career. Hey, coming forward,
No
you finna
way,
see me.
bro.
I was like, literally, like the male models. I was definitely like studying like their mannerisms and what they was doing and stuff like that.
I could do that.
I could definitely. There was
Give me like 2-3 shows. I'll be an expert.
I got you.
a
You
lot
should have
of
brought the legal pad.
on me. A lot of them it was their first time too. Like my boy Ralph.
Oh wow, really?
Exactly. He said literally he
That
was like
man
I
is
was
diesel.
only supposed to be in one like one or two outfits.
Yeah.
And then after he walked, he went to the back and everybody was like, "No, we're placing this. Hey, put on this.
That's
Come on,
dope.
can you walk for me?" At
Yeah,
this
you
time?
would say he said
That's
he said
cool,
that.
but I would feel so bad if I was the original guy that
Jocking
was
him?
supposed. No, if I was the original guy that was supposed to wear that fit.
I mean, getting your stuff jacked from him.
Jack, yeah.
That
They're
would
like,
be
oh,
bad.
yeah,
I'm
you're-
like, wait, that was mine.
Yeah, that'd
You're
be
like, oh yeah,
bad.
you're done.
You're
You walk.
never
This
seen.
is like your
You're
fourth
talking about
walk
you're good
or something.
to go home. Actually,
Exactly.
Like, you got family.
No.
I'm like, actually,
You can go
bro,
sit with them if you want.
Yeah,
Like
that's,
I eat like this. No, I can't go home.
we
know-
got
you know
some
what?
extra
Please.
seats, bro. Like you're good.
You're actually good for the day.
Thanks. Like,
Bro. Oh
we
my
appreciate
God.
it. You know,
Fashion is your life.
Those were my shorts.
Feel like he mad, bro. He's sitting in the crowd talking about he not even walking that good, bro.
No.
He talking about, look at that turn, bro.
Right, hips uneven.
Uneven,
No
bro.
way, bro.
He is not practicing, bro. I hope it wouldn't get like that, bro.
No cap. I'm definitely playing Chicks Tape. Am I?
Oh, yeah.
Chicks
Which
Tape
you-
3 or
The
4?
first.
He
I thought you
said
was gonna
that.
say the first one.
He literally said that at the show. He was like, I would get canceled
If I play Chicks Tape, I'm playing Chicks Tape 3 and 4 all the way through at the fashion show.
I'm saying some people in the crowd. Hey, it's
one
gonna
of
be
those
it's gonna be a divi-
70s one.
Chicks Tape, no. Chicks
No.
Tapes is like mixtapes. They're
These are
like
Tory Lanez mix.
The first Chicks Tape was like some
I'm
70s.
trying to think of what I heard. last
Say My
I'm saying that with
Name,
y'all.
Walked Out of Heaven. Basically, it's just a whole bunch of like 90s music that he sampled it in, like added
Yeah.
this much into. But
Interesting.
everybody loved it because it was like a lot of songs that you grew up hearing. You like, this is great. So him tweaking it in any regard, it's like I'm hearing this fresh again. I like it. So I definitely play that because that's going to appeal to the older crowd because they're like, I know this song, and the younger crowd, the people who did, in middle school or early high school, was like, hey, this Tory Lanez got kind of decent. They'd be like, I can't hate. I'm not going to listen to him on my own, but it's already playing, so I get jiggy.
No way.
But my topic, because I'm coming in right now, kind of go with like walking. It is about walking. When you are kind of like walking up to somebody, but maybe y'all already have said hi or hello to each other that day, or maybe it's somebody that you have no interest in having a conversation with because they're a complete stranger. It's like, what do you do in that moment? Like, are you even like, because me personally, like I'm kind of self-aware or self-conscious during that moment.
Yeah.
If I'm walking into church late, if I'm walking into any type of, if I'm walking in some kind of venue or something like that, and I know that people are staring at me as I'm coming in,
Oh, yeah.
I'm mentally preparing for it before it happens. Like everybody finna be looking at me. I gotta. So then, like even when I'm walking past somebody who maybe I'm not going to say hi to again because we already said hi. Now I'm like, okay, I can't look at them because then it's like I should say hi again. So I just be focused. Like, let me just walk straight. Let me walk normal. They're looking at me, just walk normal.
It's
So I'm
been
just
turned
like,
into a robot, bro.
it
Go
literally-
autopilot.
and I know I'd be awkward. So like,
I was just gonna say on the outside, you're like sprinting. You don't even.
you don't even realize it because you so like in your own
Focus.
head.
Yeah.
But like every time I like get up from my desk at work and I walk around it and I come back and I know like a couple people like look at me every time I get up off out my desk. So as soon as I get up, I'm like, time to go.
Right.
So I'm like, are y'all
You got
self-aware when
this.
y'all
Here we go
walking around
again.
somebody, or do y'all be like, okay, I got to behave a certain way because everybody's looking at me right now, or does that just not cross your mind?
I don't think that in particular crosses my mind as often as when I see someone from a distance. Like, say you're in like a completely empty hallway, you're both walking like towards each other, and you know each other, but
When
you're
do you
like,
say hi?
like, how close do I need to get before like I say something?
I'll be down the hallway.
But then you have
Yeah.
that whole like 2 more minutes of just like looking at each other, preparing of like, all right, what am I going to say when we get here? And then you think too hard, and then all of a sudden, howdy comes out your mouth. You're just like, why did I say howdy? You're just
Gee whiz.
exactly. You know, it's like that's what I kind of encounter.
So what are you thinking and or doing in that moment while you're waiting for that to happen? Are you pretending to be on your phone? Are you?
It depends on
looking
what I already
down,
had
looking
going on. You know,
around?
like if my phone was already out,
You ain't had
then
nothing
I'm
going
looking
on.
back down.
You ain't
If I
had
had
nothing
nothing
going
going on, I'm probably looking down, looking up at them to check how far I am, looking back down. Then I'm like, all right, we're a little bit closer.
Facts.
Now let me confirm that they're going to say something too, and we're actually going to actively acknowledge each other. Because if I say hi and then they just like walk past me, I might have to swing.
On me, I'm throwing the
I
garbage
might,
can
have
at the
to,
head.
sometimes I might have to hit the back of the head.
Man, forget this phone. I'm throwing it.
So you don't know what I just went through.
On me.
I'm sweating.
I could have just not said anything.
Exactly.
I'm talking.
We could have peacefully ignored each other, but you
did
decided
this.
Right. This is all your
sound like
fault.
the
To strike up
This is mixed signals that you're sending me right now.
You sound like Joe from you. Oh my god.
Right. So you were walking in my direction.
Oh my god.
Of course you were supposed to say
And then
something.
you didn't say hi.
But then you didn't say hi.
So I had to do it. Terrible. Yeah, this gonna sound, I don't know if this is in character for me, but I be doing goofy stuff, bro. Like I for sure have done the whole talking on my phone, but now I'm not talking to nobody.
Oh wow.
Absolutely.
This
I've
man's
done
an
that
actor.
before.
What you be saying on the phone? You just be like, huh?
Yeah.
What if your ringer? What if you're on the phone when you're walking past and your ringer goes off? They talking about, aren't you gonna answer it?
See, but my ringer is never on, so it works.
Yeah,
It's
mine's
just gonna
not.
vibrate, but it's still gonna look bad.
Man.
It's gonna look bad.
It's gonna light up.
Who's that calling you?
It's like, oh, my bad.
No, it's just my
But
That's my alarm.
my
no,
alarm.
I've definitely done that. I was thinking about being at the show. Eventually, I just have to walk around, bro, and just not think about it.
On me because it's so uncomfortable. At least
It was
for me.
very uncomfortable having it felt like a ton of eyes just on you. But some eyes that are like, people are getting their makeup or whatever done, like they are only looking one way. So like you just walk by, you're just like, oh, hey, sorry about that.
But when you walking around with a Wholesome House microphone in your hand and a
Indeed.
podcasting
I was just saying,
equipment,
yeah, I've
Target
gotten
on your
super
back.
used to that.
Okay.
I've gotten super used to it. I've been making eye contact, especially when you have a camera and then they look directly in the camera, so it feels like they're looking into your soul because you're looking through the camera. It's like you eventually just get used to that, and you can make that decision to either depending on the shoot, if you want everything to be candid, you just move away, or you just stand there and just be like, got you. Yeah, that's just how it is. So
well, who gonna fall first?
yeah, no.
And I'm definitely the person that'll say hi to you down the hall, in the middle of the hall, and then once we get closer to.
Bro, but you know what I be fearing, bro?
That's a lot of highs.
It is indeed.
What you be fearing, Joe?
Is feeling like doing that, kind of saying what's up to somebody far away, and it's not the person that you think it is.
That's happened plenty.
Oh,
I
that's
get caught with that.
Hey, yo, Jeff, I
be like, what do you do then, bro? Especially if they looking at you. Like, what are you?
It's always funny too, because if you try to say a name or something, they don't react, and then the whole time you're like, "Excuse me."
Are they ignoring me?
That's what I was like. What's
You
the
beefing
problem?
or
Then you get
something? What's
closer, and
going
that's
on?
when you're like, "Oh my gosh." That's why they were looking so confused.
Now you're just a story in their everyday life. They like, remember that this guy
dude was
just
just
sat here
yelling
and
at me.
said, yeah, looked at me
Jeez.
crazy. I was like, my name's not Jeff.
far from it.
It's far from it.
my name's Peter.
Right.
No, but I'm definitely it's definitely like an awkward feeling sometimes, that especially that saying what's up to somebody and having to meet and knowing what thing to do. And I think it too depends on how cool I am with that person, or even you know what I'm saying, my relationship with them, because sometimes it might be a dad, but sometimes if I don't know them super well, I feel like I'm really okay, is it a what's up,
Have
know
you
what
ever
I'm
turned
saying?
around?
You said what?
Have you ever turned around?
What you mean?
Like you see somebody coming,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
just turn around.
Yeah.
That sounds bad, but I guess it's a true question.
I've hit some quick cuts.
Yeah.
I've just
Take the scenic route instead.
I'm saying
yeah.
as soon as I spot it, as soon as it's in my radar, I'm just
Say beep beep beep, got him. All right.
In the grocery store, back home and stuff like that, only way you're seeing me is if I wanted you to see me.
Oh my gosh.
As soon as I
Man,
catch eyes,
Batman, bro.
Exactly.
I'm hiding behind stuff, ducking
I'm
behind
one with the
the
shadows.
rack of balls and 5 and below.
I'm justice.
army crawling on the ground. You are not finna have a conversation with me today,
The associate's like, you need any help, sir?
man.
You talking about, do you have a back door?
I dropped my
Oh,
glasses.
man.
I dropped my glasses.
Jinkies.
I need a quick exit, huh?
you need a quick
Why?
exit. What you need that for?
What's going on?
they pressing the button, bro. Oh nah.
Even at OU, I ain't gonna lie. If I
Oh, whenever especially
bro.
now, going back for events
pew.
and stuff, I'm like, all right, I want to see these people. I
no one
might
knows.
see these people, and I really just don't want to see those people.
You gonna get a couple of
So how am I gonna navigate this?
get that? I know that ain't who I think it is.
It's not. You're right.
No.
It's not.
It's not me.
this is not the
not me.
Segway Sensei. Actually, this is
Exactly.
lame.
Yeah, no.
Talking about it's just been, bro. Like you talking about relax.
Right.
Like, come on, man.
Definitely hit a couple U-turns and just
Oh yeah.
or sometimes like that's what thing I used to do when I was working like in office. Like I would be like, I don't want to see it like chance scene. And the funny thing is it's never even any, well, I won't say never, but a lot of times it's not because you actually don't want to. Like there's nothing wrong with the person. Like it doesn't have to be like, oh, this person gets on my nerves or this was. Sometimes you just like,
it's about that time.
I just don't feel like having that interaction.
I want to go home.
Like I just
I want to go home. I'm on my way to my car. You're like, oh man, we got to catch up, bro. Did I tell you about what? I'd be like
every time I walk by, nothing's been new. You know, it's just work or it's just this, it's just that.
It's all personal.
I'm glad you said that.
It's 100% personal. Me, there is no way that I'm avoiding somebody that I enjoy having a conversation with or seeing under any circumstance. So
it's very wholesome.
If I'm ducking you, like you must have, like it must have been an awkward conversation.
It's your fault.
Time. Like,
it's your fault.
It's your fault.
You're not funny. You always trying to tell a joke, or maybe some people like they pride themselves on being like honest and truthful. So then they make very awkward situations because they just say the most outlandish thing in
and
a
then just say,
conversation.
I'm just saying the truth.
Yeah, and then they be waiting for you to like chime in and agree with them and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, even if you do feel this way, you didn't have to tell this to me. We ain't that cool, bro. So now I don't want to talk to you.
And then they just be like, oh, I'm just blunt. Kiki.
No,
facts. Like, you're rude.
You're rude.
Read the room. You're
Zach, I got a question for you then, bro. It actually went with one of my topics.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
When you're in a situation like that, it's funny we were just talking about, that awkward, like you meeting up with somebody or something like that. If how do you know how to break away from a conversation? Like if somebody's talking to you and it's just like you at that point in your social media where you're just like, you know what? It's about that time. I'm trying to break away. How do you go about that, bro? Because sometimes it's not that easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm the grand master of excuses.
Wow.
Some people will call me a liar. I don't think that I'm a liar because I don't just lie unnecessarily. But it's just like
He said there's reasons
that sounds
behind
like
it.
right.
On me.
That's what a liar would say.
He said I'm tactical with
Yeah, I'm surgical with this, Jake.
I'm surgical.
Hey, that's a great line, bro.
On me.
Hey,
So
man.
it's like literally, Tori know all the time. Tori see me on the phone. Tori see me in situations. So it's like my mom calling, or it's I got to go grab this equipment. I got to make sure nobody stole my phone. I got to make sure nobody stole my bag.
Hey man, don't tell yourself too much.
I was gonna say maybe I'm giving away too much sauce.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
There's no bathroom in the building.
Oh man.
Hold on, my phone finna die.
You're like, you have two phones.
Yeah,
what
that
do you
was
mean?
real easy. On
Yeah.
the phone.
So anything that I know isn't going.
Call me on the second one. How did you know about the second
How'd
one?
you know about that?
Who told you?
Yeah,
about
you know
this?
too much.
You're talking about it's right here. How you get my phone?
That's funny
But
too.
yeah, I'm usually gonna make just like a nice little white lie that's not going to make you take it personal, because some people will take it offensive, especially on the phone. If you call me, I can't get off the phone until you decide to end this conversation, because I don't know how to tell you that I don't want to talk anymore.
Somebody's gonna hear this and put this to the test. I want them to.
Hey, I was
call you and just sit there in silence.
Hey, I'm gonna be standing there for like 40 minutes, and then I'm gonna be sitting there in my head like, should I?
You know what's going on?
You had somewhere to be.
It's gonna be minute 41. My phone about to die. No, it's not. I listened to the episode.
I know what you really do.
I know what you up to.
I know
Say
you're
the
lying.
truth.
Just be honest.
I know I said that before, but this time I'm for real. Now, and that's because like I'm open enough to tell people this kind of information. So now I prove myself. So I'm like, screenshot my phone finna die. It's actually on 1%.
Oh wow.
And then they people
You
be
ain't
like,
gotta do all
They
this.
gonna look at the time, be like, bro, this was like 7 hours.
You ain't gotta do all this, bro. Tell the truth.
talking about this is 9 a.m. It's
Or you
7
gonna
p.m.
black out the time. You gonna be like, why did you why did you do that? You went in Photoshop, bro. It changed.
That's
it.
like
That's funny.
when people will post like, hey, like I got a flat tire, here's like a picture, and just like tweet it and just be like, save this in your favorites so you could use it as an excuse to like call off work.
Right.
Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
You just have like an old saved screenshot.
I seen one of that
months
like
ago.
Gallery of
with someone in the
excuses.
back of an ambulance, bro. They was like,
Yeah.
yo, use this
To call in
Just
sick.
call in sick.
What?
I'm like, oh my god.
They got
That's
that
treacherous.
first person perspective.
Nah, bro.
But then
Really
maybe
good.
you run into the one person who looked through the reflection of the mirror, like,
Oh,
bro,
oh.
what? Talking about this says Delaware on it, bro. This is
More detective work. No way.
This is a Delaware EMS, bro. Like,
I can use this.
go ahead and pack your things. Like,
Yeah, log off for me.
yo, log off, you're done. Like, was it worth losing your job, bro?
Right. So what were you even gonna do today? Nothing.
What was you doing, bro? I was
You weren't
just,
even being productive.
you weren't doing anything, bro. You weren't even looking for another job.
But you
bro.
had the PTO. Matter of fact.
Come on, bro. I was gonna prove it, bro. Everybody been taking time off. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
weak,
I don't think
bro.
I've ever really used an excuse. I usually just start to show like, all right, try to. I don't want to say show my disinterest in the conversation, but like all my responses start getting real short, real fast. Like I'll be like, "That's crazy." Like, wow, okay, for sure, yeah. You know, it's just like you just start giving those quick little cues of just like, wow. Yeah, well, you know, like that's another thing is that tone when you start, you know, like, all
What you
right,
finna
well,
get
you know,
into?
like, when somebody's like in your space for sure.
yeah.
I think Lou Retcher made a video about that
Oh,
too
yeah.
a while ago too.
Yes,
He'd be
bro.
like, yeah, so yeah, what you want for the weekend or what's you know, you start talking about all right, the future. This conversation is done here.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, so I got to get back to so and so. I'm sure you know you got this coming up, so you probably want to start
Right.
thinking about that. So
Bro.
I'm gonna let you get back to it. You know,
But you look at the time.
they're like, oh, I actually finished that. Oh.
Oh.
Ah.
Yes, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So
Oh
on
my
that,
gosh.
that'll be my leave.
Yeah. At some point, you just gotta finger gun it out. You know,
Nah, man.
Peace out.
build up the courage.
I be telling them the truth. Because half the time,
I gotta go.
yeah, if it's something like, I don't know.
This is wasting my time.
I don't want to.
No, not that though.
No.
That's different. More like if I'm actually running to something, yeah.
Like, you
hey,
gotta go.
It was cool talking to you, but I gotta run. We can, you know, whatever later, but I gotta go right now.
What if you
What if you
don't
ain't got
want
nothing to do at all?
Hey, if me taking a nap is something me to do, that's what I'm rolling
What if you
with.
just woke up and he called you?
Oh, then I'm gonna tell him I just woke up, bro. I don't want to be on the phone.
Hey, this is man Troy. I'm
I'm
gonna
just
take,
gonna
some,
tell
I'm
the
gonna take
truth.
some pages out your book, bro.
I'm just saying, cause like I don't know, there's a way of saying it. Not like, oh, thanks for calling me. I didn't want to talk to you. You don't have to say that, but you know,
It's the delivery, huh?
or be like, hey, you know, I'm about to get up off the phone. I got something else I got to get to. Blah blah blah. Just out of there.
No, you don't.
I seen your Google Calendar. You showed
Come on,
me 2
bro.
years ago. You forgot.
You don't have that to do. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me now.
what?
Going crazy, bro. I hope they wouldn't be like that to you.
I feel like at that point, I'm in like a movie, bro.
Yeah.
And I just don't know it.
Something needs to happen with that relationship. This is a larger issue.
Yeah, like,
Because
you
no
can't-
way
you
you
can't-
believe you have this level of access to my time and my
Exactly.
life. Like,
I'm
I
like-
need to set some boundaries.
I'm starting to
here.
think, do I make it out of this alive? You got a lot of information. Hold on.
Like, what's going on? I'm kind of bad with it, like Zach sometimes. But I feel like for me, it's like a body thing. Like I remember when I was younger, like when I started feeling real, like my social battery, like I get to like rocking and like I
Fidgeting.
get to fidgeting and like just like physically like
wanna go home.
like yeah, bro, like I can't even do it.
Like,
Ooh,
you okay? Like you,
So how do you
start
so how do
physically
you
looking.
escape? Knowing
yeah.
that you feel like that, how do you get
Well,
out?
don't
kind
have
of
no excuse.
get to that, but like
This feet gonna start walking for him.
oh man,
Where you going? Out of here.
out of here just nah, but definitely like the short, like definitely like I kind of like am real short, but I think after a certain point, I don't know, like a lot of what you guys said, like I feel like it's
Mixing
kind of
it
like
in.
it's almost like a stage of it, because I definitely get to a point where I'm just like, all right, like I gotta,
go.
but I might not do it as I feel like as nicely as you said. I don't think I'm
let
super
me
like
go.
I'm just like kind of like all right, like
Okay.
Man, I'm finna go walk my phone. I'll be back.
like
What?
Walk my phone.
I'm finna go feed the phone, man. I've been using it up all day.
That's no. No dice.
How are y'all with like when y'all are out and it's getting late and someone hits you with like, all right, what's the move? Like afterward, you already had the move. You had even maybe multiple moves. Y'all went to dinner. Y'all went out to the movies. Y'all went to the bar or the club, all this kind of stuff.
They say, let's ride the scooters downtown.
It's like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and they're like, all right, what's next?
Oh, easy. You gave me the entrance, the bed. I'm talking about, man, I'm sleepy, though. Bro, I'm so sleepy. I got to emphasize it hard, bro. I'm so tired, bro. I've been up all day, man.
You get to yawn.
No way, bro.
I'm barely gonna make it back to Pontiac, so I might as well leave now.
Yeah. You get to stretch. You get to stretch.
You're like, we're already in Pontiac,
Right? Or you're like, bro, we're just in Rochester.
Bro, we can Uber pool, bro. Like, that's not a problem.
No, I'll pay for it.
Look, I'll pay for your Uber over here.
Or to hit you with the, nah, bro, like, let's go out and then you can crash at my place.
Right.
Hell no. Bro, there ain't nothing I hate more than not sleeping in my bed.
That's
bro.
true.
Wow, bro.
Especially when it's easily accessible.
That's if there's any reasoning, like if there's a way for me to get to my bed,
I'm going.
why would I choose otherwise?
On me.
For what? I don't care how far.
Why would I choose your couch?
You know, like, sure, I may not feel like driving the 30, 40 minutes that I may be away.
True.
But it's like, that's still the comfort of my own bed.
On me. I'd be
You might,
on.
and it's not even like literal comfort. You might have the most beautiful Tempur-Pedic. You could change the levels or something.
My bed is
it might
nice.
feel like just a cloud. It might be the best bed to exist, but it's not mine. It's not mine. I will make that drive. So I definitely feel that too.
Man, my mom, I'd be home. She'd be like, you can sleep in my bed if you want. I'm like, Ma, I do not want to sleep in your bed. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I just rather not.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go home.
I feel that my mom used to hate me driving like super late like that, but I'm like, man, I gotta
I
get
gotta
back.
skedaddle.
Exactly. Especially like freshman year, I was like, bro, I gotta get back to Oakland, bro. I gotta get back, bro. Like,
Man, bro.
I don't know how else to explain
I don't know
it.
how to.
I need
I don't know how to say it, but
I need you to understand. I gotta go right now.
I gotta. Hey, I know it's like 2 a.m, but hey, I'm a thug it out.
So you use the sleep.
Hey man.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta go
I'm
to
a-
bed.
I factually love sleep. So
Actually,
I'm going to sleep and I'm going to have a ball. So you know I'm not capping about that. That's one thing I'm never lying about. If I'm saying I'm going to sleep, I'm going to sleep.
Wow.
What are y'all go-to lines?
And
Depends on who it is, bro.
Yeah.
Like 2 a.m. really, in the grand scheme of things, is late, but it's not that bad.
It's late depending on who you with.
Exactly. If it's been a great night, it don't feel like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
All right, what you got in mind, and also what was my pockets looking like? Because it may have
and
been
like what I got coming up. You know,
Yeah,
It,
what's going
it
on
may have been a
tomorrow, the
taxing
next
endeavor.
morning.
You
Yeah.
feel me? But if it's somebody where it's like, I don't know how I ended up out here with you, and it's 2 a.m. Nah, bro.
I'm like,
what's
man,
the move?
I'm like, man, how'd you
Away
even get
from
me?
here.
I'm like, how'd you even get me for this long,
Yeah,
bro?
I'm saying.
Exactly.
I'm like, my time is up. That's
So
what's
you're
that's what's
lucky
up.
I'm here at this
Like,
point.
Man,
Ooh,
Bucko.
And also,
Just
like,
sprinkle that in.
depending on like where we at too, because y'all already talked about that too. Like being out late and just going back home regardless. But if I'm out late with somebody I don't like, nah, bro, no move. We move into our cars. That's what we do.
they talking about we going somewhere 50 minutes away from your
Absolutely
crib. Be
not.
like,
Absolutely.
come on,
not.
bro. You just gotta look at them like, come on, bro.
That's so
Like,
much of an investment of like time, energy, money, all
Gas.
kinds of gas. Yeah.
You know he not paying
Past
you back. He's
midnight.
talking about, hey, I'm
Past
glad you had a
midnight.
good time.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
It's just like, what more can we do? Like out of all the things that like I could do or would want to do, like half of them are closed. You know, like
No,
we
real
have
facts,
very
actually.
limited options here.
You know
to
what's
begin
open
with.
past 2:00?
Not a lot of food, bro.
The bed.
Coney,
Mm,
strip
true.
clubs.
Not all conies.
No, not all
And-
conies.
It'd be the
Not all
danger- it'd
Conies.
be the-
Yeah. So really,
it'd
what
be
you
the
gonna
shiesty
do
conies.
anyway?
Be hungry.
Talking about we finna sit in the car and talk. I hate car conversations too. I ain't gonna
Really?
lie.
Whoa.
Yes, bro. It's just like
What?
Have you not had them with the right people?
I loved them back when I didn't have a house or an apartment.
Yeah.
But why are we choosing to be in this vehicle when we can be in the comfort of my bedroom? I have a nice bed. I have a
wow.
chair. I have video games,
I'm
AC,
letting y'all know.
food, water, and you want to sit in the car because it sounds cool? Fuck this car.
Oh my god!
I mean, the music do be hitting in the car,
ugly.
He's
bro.
just telling y'all how he really feels.
Exactly.
The music,
Y'all get
the,
into
mu-
real
the music
Zach.
hit though. The music hit when a new album come out. Then I'll be in the car.
Oh yeah.
But any other
that's
time,
easy.
you like, nah.
No,
we,
let's. It's warm in here.
It's weird.
These leather seats do not feel good.
Exactly. It'd be cold outside. So let's just sit.
Let's just sit in the car.
Let's just sit in the car.
You don't ever just sit in the car late at night? No.
Like, I'm just crazy. Zach over there, he mad.
Take me home. I want to go home.
That is funny, bro.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
On me.
But no, I did not expect you to say that. That's kind of crazy. I feel like I haven't had a car conversation.
Probably because you have a home.
On me.
I don't really have home like conversations of that level. Like I guess in my home though, with
You can
other
try.
people.
But yeah, that's valid.
I'm just saying like nowadays. So
I mean, yeah,
I can agree.
You don't even invite us over. We trying to come over, see the crib. We trying to play with the dog. Walk up some stairs.
They're gonna tear y'all up.
On me.
Walk up
playing.
some stairs.
And one time I was there, I did have a ball though. That was like
yippee.
that was like the first wholesome game planning session that we was over there. I
That was, yeah.
like Troy, that's pretty nice in here. You got some snacks. You got some snacks in that
a
motherfucker,
little
bro.
puzzle on the table.
Before the fire. That's crazy.
man.
BF.
BF, yeah, facts.
Before fire.
In the Wholesome House archives.
You did bring up a good point, though. I haven't had a car conversation ever since I had my own space.
Life don't be hidden the same for car
It's not.
conversations.
No, it's really just like there's no point because like I'm gonna just go inside. Even if we're because like I was really trying to play devil's advocate too. I was like while you were talking, I was trying to think of like a way that's
To
like
make it
no,
work.
the car
Sneak it in
conversation
some
still
kind of way.
hits. But I was like no, because I was gonna say sometimes like the conversation starts on the way back from something or whatever,
Indeed.
and so like. You might just not want to break that flow of the conversation, but I'm gonna break the flow every time.
Every
It ain't
time.
nothing to pick it back up as soon as we get back
Exactly.
inside. It ain't nothing.
Come on,
It's-
grab your bag. Come on, you remember
Exactly.
grab McDonald's? You remember grab it?
exactly. You can and then just hop right back in. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
You go in, get you something to drink real quick, like refreshing. All right. So what was he talking about? Oh yeah, you said so and so, and then you right back into it.
That's
What-
crazy.
I think park car conversation now as adults with our own cribs has escalated to sitting in the bed, just like
Yeah, or like or
Pillow
sitting on
talk.
the floor, or,
Even if it's
just
not-
like
yeah.
just somewhere inside that you could just sit and be quiet and just whatever. And it happens. It could just happen inside. But that was the car made a lot of sense before because it was like, okay,
Indeed.
I don't have the privacy.
I don't want to go home.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to
Yes,
be bored
sir.
in the house, or like you can't come in the house, or
Not come in the crib.
like whatever the
I don't
case
want you to
is.
come in the crib.
Or, like,
I don't want you to meet my parents.
Yeah. They don't always have to be girls. It's not
I
like
mean,
we're
I didn't-
I was
talking
gonna
about-
say.
My male
I was like,
friends.
why can't she beat the parents? Bro?
Even my male friends, bro. I was probably saying
Yeah.
maybe 6 of my male friends have met my parents. Well, my mother. Like,
Yeah.
why are you meeting my mom? Like,
That's how you felt when I
Talking
met
about
her, bro.
talking about, that's not me.
no, bro. You one of
I
the
just
six.
play.
You
I
one of the
just play.
six, bro.
So you friends with me. You ain't gotta be friends with her too.
No facts.
But yeah, I definitely think it is kind of obscure and unnecessary to like intentionally seek out that it has to be in the car.
At 24.
Yeah,
Man,
Must be on the run or something.
you got a poverty mindset. Like
You-
utilize the resources that are available. There's a
I feel
whole
like
building
somebody
right
after
here.
you got to be mobile.
If you
Right.
if you trying to sit and have a park car
No.
conversation, I'm gonna just assume you a vampire.
a vampire.
Cause you can't. You know how they can't come into your house unless you invite them in.
Oh,
if y'all already,
that's
if
true.
y'all already
I, did not-
together,
I was not aware of this vampire lore.
Really?
It is.
No.
I watch
Wow.
Babysitter's a Vampire on Disney Channel all the time.
You said what?
Oh, that's where
My
the book comes
Babysitter's a
from.
Vampire, and that movie, Mom's Dating a Vampire or something like that. It's like a decom
Man, go
original.
watch some horror movies, bro. Go watch Dracula or
Chase a
something, bro.
bag. Don't worry about what I'm.
All right, bro.
But you right
Thanks
now.
for tuning
Lord.
into this episode of the Tulsa House. We gonna wrap it up. I'm kidding.
That's crazy.
But yeah, like they can't walk in unless you invite them. But then it's like if you're already together, are you going to invite them in? Exactly. So now they a
Do
vampire.
you invite someone into your car though?
No, I just kind of look out the window like, you finna get in? Because they probably pull up on the side of you, and you just looking like, we doing
You rolled
your
a
car,
window,
my car?
rolled a window
Yeah,
down.
so we're doing this. Yep.
Talking about,
Blue. That's funny.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I never.
Assume that they
been
are
into
vampires. Okay. I'm gonna stick with on the run, but I
That's-
like that theory quite a
Quality
bit.
answer though.
You gotta be on the go. Be ready to move when it's time.
Indeed.
Did you guys watch Twilight?
Yes.
All of them?
Unfortunately.
I didn't watch any of them.
Not necessarily unfortunately. My last memory of Twilight takes me back to my sister's grad party. We are making chip bags with her face on them. I'm gonna make you watch this episode, Tori, and I love you so much. And we watched it took as long as the entire Twilight series to get
Wow.
all of it done. So that's my memory of Twilight at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't really going anywhere with that. I was just wondering.
Oh, well.
There's just a lot of like large series that I never really watched. Like I just finished Harry Potter recently, and now starting Twilight.
I remember watching the new trilogy Star Wars with you and Gabby. Did you end up watching the rest of them?
Yeah, I watched all of Star Wars. Star Wars was one I never watched all of the Star Trek movies, but I did watch Star Wars. Everything Star Wars. I watched all the movies of Star Wars. All of Marvel stuff, of course, kept up with.
Indeed.
But
y'all seen that Thor movie?
I'm not
gonna talk about it.
I know you said you didn't like it.
Yeah, you've been told us that you hated it.
I think I should give it another go.
I just feel like
Another go, eh?
I don't know, man. I feel like you shouldn't have to watch a movie that many times for you to be like, all right, like.
And I guess here's my non-spoiler review. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. That's really not a bad score.
You gave us like a 6 the first time.
That's my honest opinion. But letting it sit for a little bit, like a lot of the movies kind of hit similarly. Like they're like, okay, they're here,
yeah,
sort of thing. But I also have like different thinking about it too, because it kind of relates to the large series kind of a thing. Like nowadays, we're like, so who's the bad guy?
Yeah,
like what's
that's
coming?
kind of like the blessing and the curse about that kind of stuff, though, is because you can rely on the hype around the overarching story.
Facts.
But at the same time, every single newer installment like has to have as much value or like add on to that.
Let me take you up another level, because I was also thinking, so how would you answer back to Thanos? Like, what are you coming up with after you put out in Infinity War? I think that's also a problem.
That's
that's
like a difficult
bro.
thing, because it's like Thanos was so cool because it was like
killing people.
You were in there like, I don't know how he's gonna lose. Like I don't know how the good side is gonna beat him.
And
then they didn't at first. Then there was like, that was the kind of fun adventure of watching that movie in the theater. The whole time I'm sitting there like, yo, I don't know how they're gonna pull this off. Then they did it, and I was like,
no way they just lost.
I was like, bro, they are floating away. Like they are gone. They're dead. And then of course, we had the second movie to kind of bring it all in and still have the good side win. And so now it's like, okay, we saw that, we felt that shock and surprise. So now how do we create like a scarier villain or a more powerful villain with it still being some level of like adventure and not knowing what's gonna come? Because now we have the security of that movie of being like, okay, some people might really, really die, like Black Widow. Like some people might really, really die.
Man,
but not everybody.
So forget her, huh?
Right.
I'm just saying,
if you ain't seen it at this point, bro.
Yeah, also true.
But I'm just saying, like, we know that they're still gonna come out on top because they still came out on top last time, and so we're just like, okay, like I have a different mindset now. I'm just like, oh, they might actually kill this person, but like we'll be all right.
No, that's real,
like, that's just how I feel when I watch movies. So it is interesting to see how. I guess the only thing you can do is still try to make that shock of like, all right, let me create something bigger and badder than Thanos if possible. But at this point, it's just going to be rinse and repeat. I don't think there's really much like super innovation that they can implement at this point.
I feel like in addition to that, though, like, because now, like you said, we've had the Infinity War thing, we've had that high woo. I think it's low key. I wish. I'm thinking of it now as, and this is why I need to see the movie again. They're just trying out different kinds of movies. Because I think Thor's supposed to be like a rom-com kind of a
rom-com.
Thing. After seeing it, I can think of it.
Comedic, but rom-com.
Oh, super duper comedic.
I was like, it looks like a joke. But not like
I heard that's what some people were
not funny.
Right. Weird.
Funny weird.
Funny weird.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I mean I'm gonna still see it. I'm excited to see it nonetheless, but
I've still never seen this Doctor Strange movie. I'm probably gonna
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and just free trial that boy tonight off of Disney. Disney
you don't even got actual Disney Plus?
No, I don't. I was just trapping off somebody else's for a while, and then they
trapping out the band.
Then they stopped paying. You like, come on, bro.
Man, come on, man. What you doing?
That's how my parents be with the Hulu, bro. When
what?
When I pay for my like fams Hulu,
I pay
bro.
for all mine. It's one individual account, and I just pay for it.
And it's me.
I do the
It's
Netflix.
me, bro. And I got the no ads Hulu too. I know
they
be
loving
Oh,
that.
that's why you going
They live it.
crazy.
I'm saying,
you
bro.
paying them premium prices.
Give me the
Come on,
ads.
John, what's going on?
Exactly.
Come
Give me
on.
the
Exactly,
price of
bro.
the ads,
I
my
want the
boy.
most basic subscription
Right.
that you have. That
Ain't
you
nothing
can
no Hulu
offer.
that good.
I'm
Hey,
not
man.
sorry.
I be it's like for binging stuff.
Man, no, I stay on Hulu because that's where I like all the shows that I watch like in the background while I'm editing. Yeah, I've
Hulu's your
been
go-to.
watching Survivor recently, man.
Wow.
I've been tapping in back to Family Guy. Like that's why I used to fall asleep to Cartoon Network / Adult Swim my whole childhood.
Yeah.
So now turning that on again, I'm like,
That Nick at Night.
this feel kind of great.
That George Lopez.
Yes, sir.
Lopez, that everybody hates.
Wake up in a cold sweat.
It's so funny just because
Everybody feels that.
it was so loud. Like I was like, because I was trying to think like why every time did I wake up and it was the theme and not like the middle of the show.
Indeed.
And it was just because that theme song just played so much louder than the show. Like you would have
Nothing in the show would ever amount to that.
ever.
Nothing, bro.
What dB is this at? Like this is crazy high. This has got to be peaking. Like what is
I'm
it?
saying you checking your volume. You got it
We're in
down.
the
You
wreck.
got it down to
You,
2. You're like,
you go all the way down and then you can't hear the show. You're like, oh, okay, that's why. Because for whatever reason, y'all be blasting this freaking theme song as they floating.
I would hate when that would
slow
happen.
motion.
High key.
Yeah.
It'd be like the one part of the show is like you were saying, super duper loud. The rest of it, I can't hear nothing.
Yeah. Or what happens now is with streaming
did
is that the
this?
ads will be super duper loud.
oh my god.
But the movie is like super quiet.
Go on YouTube. It's just blaring, bro. You're like,
What's your guilty pleasure like late night cartoon?
Ooh.
I be off that
What?
that Boondocks for sure.
Guilty. Give me some examples.
By guilty pleasure,
What
I mean
makes it
something
guilty?
because you know it's not stereotypically liked by people, by your peers.
Oh.
So Boondocks wouldn't be a good answer because everybody loves the Boondocks.
Okay,
But,
one
like,
that people
what's something
don't.
that like people will bash that come on like between 11 p.m. and like 5 a.m. on like Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, any of the cartoon channels that you like? I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. Mine's the oblongs. I used
Hey,
to bang
okay,
with
that's a good one.
tough.
That's a good one. That's
Like
a
every
good
time
one,
it come
bro.
on, everybody else like ready to change the channel. I'm like, nah, I'm keeping this on. I ain't gonna
I almost want to. Dang, I would say Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but that's kind of popular.
Wow.
People kind of rock with that.
That show used to scare me as a kid.
It was so wild.
really?
I
Bro.
actually started to listen to what they were saying. I'm like, oh, they're actually
Hey,
they dealing with something right now. Okay, and I started watching it.
it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
Fry
for
lock,
sure.
shake, and
Yes,
meat
sir.
wide.
meat wide, get the honey.
His
See,
voice was so funny.
That show is hilarious, bro.
Dang, bro. I want to say
something that you would never turn on intentionally, but if it's on, you like, hey, this ain't bad.
I'm gonna say King of the Hill too, low
King
key.
of the Hill, I
Hill
did start.
was-
It grew on me for
They
sure.
definitely grew on
They
me.
grew
That's
on
a
me
good
a
one.
lot.
As a 10-year-old, I'm like, I would never watch this. At 16, I'm like, man, that
like
King
this-
of the Hill on. Let me see what they talking about.
they talk about.
oh, I don't know.
The only
got?
thing I could think of, because I honestly didn't stay up too often watching that kind of stuff.
Oh, you a
But,
real one. Shout out to you.
I mean, it was
Man.
more so just 'cause
I just don't feel guilty.
I would
about
like
it.
play this. It's partially that, and
Yeah.
also
Oh,
if I was up
say it.
late, I was probably playing video games and not like watching something. That was definitely
Indeed. Yes,
Type
sir.
deal.
like, man. The hours I put in on Minecraft at 4 a.m, I wake up the next day. It's a whole city, and I was putting in work, whole architect. But you would sometimes watch like. This is gonna sound really boring, but just like nature, kind of like animal shows or something. It's not something I'm super guilty. Yeah, like I'm not really embarrassed by that, but it was definitely one of those programs of sorts that would just like get turned on or just whatever, just be there, and then it just would always hook me. Like, you know, it's just like when they get
it's kinda
to
interesting.
actually explaining something, and they're talking about like a wolf and how it's interacting with the pack, or like they're trying to hunt like a meerkat or something. You just like, I kind of like, you'd be like, all right, I'm gonna change it because I know when I get to you, but like I want to see if the meerkat gonna get
See if
away.
he gonna
Like,
make it.
like let me just let me just stay here just for a little bit, a couple more minutes, just to see. And then next thing they change scenes. Now that it's a whole different animal, and
You're
just
done.
you're just stuck. Yeah, so
God, and you're just like, well,
When they get got,
This
bro,
is
I'd
that.
be so sad.
you be sad.
I'd be sad, bro. Like
You
I-
ain't watch enough programs, then
Oh, me.
eventually you get used to. Hey,
Get
that's the beauty of
desensitized.
nature, you
Man,
know,
I'm
circle
so
of life.
wow, not the beauty of nature.
Circle of your
That's
eyes.
it. Hey,
That's,
you know,
hey, that's what they was talking about in Lion King, bro.
exactly.
Me.
I want to say, actually, I do have one because I would not like to watch it around anyone
I
specifically.
hope it's the one I was thinking about.
What is it?
The one I wanted somebody to say. You know the one. It's like an Asian family.
It's not American Dad, is it?
No.
No.
It's an Asian family. It's kind of like it's like pre-anime. It used to come on Cartoon Network at like 2:00 in the morning. It was a young little boy in the show. It's not ringing no
What
bells.
happened? Just like they were just living
I
life.
don't want to say it because it's gonna sound real crazy. That's why I'm not even gonna say it.
I probably didn't watch that
sounds
one.
rough, bro.
No, it's just like you would just wake up and it'd be on. You don't remember any TV show on Cartoon Network with a little Asian boy.
I probably do if I saw it
Unfortunately,
or
no.
something, but I'm not thinking of.
Keep talking, bro.
I'm thinking of
But-
Jake Long, American
Right, that's
Dragon.
what, exactly. But nah, for me, it'll be like American Dad, Robot Chicken, for sure.
I-
Robot Chicken, bro.
That's definitely
I
not
should not
something
have been watching
It
that
took
as
me
a kid,
forever
bro.
to get into Robot Chicken.
I
was
don't
like,
think
this
you ever
is
get
crazy.
into it. You just kind of accept it. It's on.
You just, bro.
You just kind of be like, oh, okay, this is.
It was just the only
Animation.
thing about Robot Chicken was like one thing would be really funny, then it would cut to like the next thing that would be like super disturbing.
Yeah.
And it was just like I need some consistency in my life. Like I can't
Bro.
do Robot.
I mean, even from the intro, bro, with the chicken. Oh,
And that mad scientist,
Scientist,
man,
yeah.
is-
He was going
was
crazy.
getting him.
bro.
Indeed.
Every week.
Do you
got it,
actually
bro.
know the name of the show?
I don't, but I want to say.
So what do you search right now?
I want to say. You
Little
know,
Asian boy.
You go,
Cartoon
you
Network.
don't want to know what's coming up.
Call
Bro.
one at 2 a.m.
I'm gonna just say it.
They're going to be like, your search did not come up with no
I was
results.
gonna say
bro.
search denied.
Did y'all like
Not gonna
Mr.
find
Meaty?
it.
Mr. Meaty.
No,
Mr.
I
Meaty was
absolutely
crazy.
not,
I watched
bro.
it. Never intentional.
That was,
but I
Absolutely
super,
not.
that was
Crazy.
super disturbing.
that was the
Just
worst
the,
thing.
like, way that
I could
they-
have lived my whole
the
life and
character
never seen that.
designs were just so hideous.
I don't even remember what happened. I just remember feeling terrified from a
And it was,
specific
it was
episode.
gory, yeah.
It was
Oh
crazy.
my god! And not wanting chicken. Like it was something wrong with the meat or something. Nah, bro. No.
Oh my gosh. I know
No.
exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I've seen that
Shin
before.
Chan.
That's actually very popular, bro.
I've seen the character, but I've never watched it. I
That
don't
show is
think I've
actually very
ever
funny,
seen it.
bro.
Yeah,
also.
he's like very popular.
Yeah, so I would just like I know that you guys had
Wow.
to see Shin Chan at some point in time.
I never knew who he
That's
was.
a deep cut, bro.
But it was some real
That's a deep
it was
cut
some
for
real
sure.
shicey stuff going on Shin Chan. Go watch it.
Ooh.
Go to YouTube and go to Shin Chan.
I know like
clips.
that.
They used to have some funny. That
Some
dub was
goofy
pretty
stuff on there.
hilarious, bro.
Man.
That's funny that you said that.
Yeah,
I would not have thought that, but I definitely.
And that was
said
Cartoon Network.
Yeah, Adult Swim.
it. No,
Yeah,
it's
no.
I
not.
wake up at 3:45 a.m. That'd be on, and then Inuyasha come on right after. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
And you watch her like Full Metal
Or that Bleach.
Alchemist. Or Bleach, yeah.
I hated Bleach as a kid.
I still don't like Bleach.
I haven't watched it if I'm being completely honest.
I didn't watch it as a kid for real.
I've
either.
tried to watch Bleach for like 4 or 5 times.
I've
It's
never
just so
tried to
boring.
watch it.
It's a
Everyone's like, no, just see it through.
Hey,
I'm like,
for me, those first couple episodes
there's-
for sure were like a slow burn, bro.
there is a formula indeed. I will say
But-
that much.
but it really gets into it though.
Yeah, it be going crazy.
It really gets into it, bro.
You know what? You know one thing we haven't done yet, Ben?
what?
Give positive affirmations.
You're right.
I just want to thank the people who have been liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. You know, like I know I come at y'all pretty tough. Like even when I'm making the YouTube links, I'm putting like, yeah, I see you on here. Click this link. I've been having fun with that lately. But you know, for the people who do it, I appreciate y'all, and for the ones who don't do it,
Good cop, bad cop.
Looking forward to appreciating
You
you.
better comment, or else we're coming for you.
I'm not doing that. Appreciate it if you did.
No,
yeah, no.
facts.
but, you know, so y'all get on the train sooner or later. But you know, I just want to show
Right.
love to the ones who have
It's
been
inevitable.
holding it down for us.
Apologies for slacking on TikTok recently. Yeah, I feel like
Yes.
we hit a stride for a little bit, but I think we're starting to slow down. We
Got
gotta,
that TikTok burnout, bro.
we gotta get
Yeah.
back onto it.
Gotta get on that.
Yeah, how do people just actually just be TikTokers? Bro?
I
I'm
was
like,
thinking that exact
I'm like,
question,
this
bro.
is tough.
You got to
bro.
do this to eat
Hey, facts.
every day,
Them brand deals,
multiple
they like,
times a
look,
day. Man,
Sometimes it's kind of like sometimes they'll come easily, you know, but then other times I just be like
feels
my
unnatural.
brain, yeah, like my brain doesn't even just think about like I don't know. It feels like I'm forcing it half the
And you
time,
don't want to,
so it's
yeah,
like,
exactly. You phoning it in, and then you're just like, yeah, you put it up. You're like, man.
you looking at it, you just ashamed of yourself. Like,
Exactly.
And then you post it and it don't do
I
nothing.
can't even share this with the world because this is just I
Post
can't
it for
believe
like 44 views and you're just like, dang.
Me, talking about
Someone commented talking about, yeah, bro, I'm
let
not
down
sure
the
about
team.
that. You should have left this one in the draft,
I
G.
let down the team.
I'll be like, oh.
They bring back the dislike button for you.
They make their own, bro.
I feel
they
like
talk
that should
about
be a thing.
this thumbs up,
Right.
but it's upside down, bro.
I feel very strongly about this. I feel like more social media things need a thumbs down.
You see, they
or
got rid of it
dislike.
for YouTube. Or
What?
They don't show the number anymore. It just
Man, I
shows.
remember I always would see the bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how you knew, like, oh, this one is probably garbage.
Like recently,
A lot
they
of
got rid of
those.
that. So now, like, you can only see like the likes on any of the dislikes. You can't even see the number. But I'm like, man,
Wow.
y'all shouldn't have did that, bro. Let them feel that.
Man, bro,
Oh,
they make everything
my
so
God.
soft, bro.
That's
lame,
kind of
bro.
how I was thinking of it too. It's like, nah, I think if you want to pursue some level of content creation, you should always be able to handle the whatever criticism comes from it, especially if you care about the craft or if you care about whatever. You know, I want to
Growth,
know
at least.
Yeah, exactly, for the
Yeah.
sake of growth, or like even if someone says something super like problematic, like people should be able to voice their opinion even if it isn't just a down vote or a thumbs down or whatever. I personally think, you know, we all should have is the exact same way you got the freedom to say what you want to say on this video. Anyone that views it should be able to express their opinion.
I agree completely. It's just
People will respond and say really stupid comments too. But again, everything should go both ways.
it's
So
a
that's
yin and yang with it. Like you can't
Yeah.
just
Checks
it's
and
like
balances.
the world's trying to just like create like this like everything's perfectly fine all the time, kind of like
Some
vibe and
things,
stuff
some
like this.
things need a
Some things
dislike,
are
bro.
not
Some things
okay.
not good,
Yeah.
bro.
Some things no bueno. You feel me? Like
No mas.
Hey, bro, everything can't be just good and dandy and sweet. Otherwise, the world wouldn't exist.
Nothing would improve. Everything would be
Stagnant.
Stagnant. Everybody would kind of do the
and
same
that's why
thing.
we be asking for reviews too. You know, like
Right.
we're not sitting here like just, you know, we genuinely also do want to hear feedback. If
We
anyone
read it.
has feedback, we would definitely read
Yes,
it.
we do
would
read it.
definitely
I haven't
appreciate
yet,
it.
but I will.
Comment on anything or whatever. Like we'll actually, you know, take that into consideration, whatever it is. Even if it's some completely whatever, you know, like I was about to say a specific TikTok comment that made no sense. It made no sense, and I just thought it was funny. I'll tell you about it later, but it made no sense. But I was still like, hey, this comment is helping with the algorithm, so shout out you.
Shout out you.
So, so that's also a benefit. But this has been a fun episode. As we
It has
mentioned
been.
earlier, do definitely stay tuned for. All right, well, I'll say first, check out what we already have.
We've had a pretty big
within the
schedule,
last
posting
like
schedule
week or
lately.
two, we
Okay.
had painting with Picasso. We
Bam.
had the fashion show stuff.
Bam.
We are
Before
Before
tired.
that, we had
Kickball right
Bam.
before that, all back to back. So
We ain't been to sleep in weeks. Look at her eyes. I know you see it.
yeah,
I'm saying,
yeah.
don't look at Ben's eyes because
Oh
he
my
might actually feel that way.
But yeah, we do appreciate when you guys actually like check all that extra stuff out. Come to our events, all that jazz. So, you know, stay connected.
Absolutely.
Of course. It's always been a pleasure. And yeah, be on the lookout for that fashion show video. And I don't speak it into the future. You already seen it. You already seen it.
Oh, yeah,
You're
by
watching
this
this
one,
one
yeah.
now. You know what I mean?
You loved it.
You watched
You
the
let it
bro
fit.
video. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're doing everything you're supposed to. Like, comment and subscribe and all that jazz. But I'm signing out March, and I hope I don't know what I'm saying now. I'm just happy to be here.
Waterboy signing out too, man. Definitely tap in with that fashion show video, man. I know you already loved it. You loved our fits. You know what I'm saying? You loved the lines. You loved everything about it, man.
Wow.
Shoot. You know, so speaking that into existence. But
Remember that thing I said during the interview that I shouldn't have said? Crazy, right? I know. I'm speaking for the future. I don't know. I don't even know if I said anything
I was
crazy.
following
Yeah,
with
he
you, bro.
got me, he
I was
got me.
with you, bro.
Yeah, it's your boy
Ooh-wee.
Z Bree signing out. I had to this quote. One of them had said something earlier, and it made me think of this quote. Don't judge a man on his character in his time of comfort, but how he acts in the time of hardship. Stay wholesome, my friends.
Bars. All right, we out. See y'all.